Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And boy, I'm learning how to use this radio. This is the radio kit from GOOZEEZOO. Very easy to assemble. Mainly just screws and standoff supports and the glass or plastic case. No soldering or anything like that. And they do not, which is strange. Let me get it here in a minute. They provide, with this kit, they provide this little amplifier, RF amplifier. But they don't provide this right here so that you can attach it to the radio. Otherwise, if I take that off, it has two female connectors. And of course, the radio has a female connector. Well, I luckily found my adapter. Actually, I found two of them. So now I could connect it to the radio and then connect an antenna to it. Oh, there goes my focus. My camera just fights with me about keep staying in focus. See that? I had a nice clear focus on the display and now it's gone. I'm sorry. So anyway, so I hooked up this guy, which you have to charge. It's got a built-in battery. And then I connected the telescopic antenna, which typically, I'm talking about shortwave now, and typically if you're, I went back in focus. If you want to listen to shortwave, these little guys, they don't do it. They don't do it. Even with that amplifier, it didn't do it. And my test case is 3.33 megahertz, which is basically the time signals from Canada, which is a long ways from me. And I normally can't get it at all. So I tried this guy. Again, this comes with it. This is the donut shortwave antenna. Now, these little donut things, I haven't had any luck with them. So that didn't work. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try my best antenna. And that is my loop antenna with the RF amplifier. This is the K-480 WLA, again from GOOZEEZOO. And I did a scan, and one of the stations it picked up is this 3.30. And let me turn the volume back up. Now it's gotten weaker because band conditions have changed. I was picking up loud and clear an hour ago at 6 a.m. Now it's almost 7 a.m. It's not doing so good. That's just conditions. As you get into the daylight, then reception on shortwave is not as good. Okay, I have really been struggling with my little brain, what's left of it, using all the functions. Basically, it boils down to you push the tuning, I'll call it the tuning knob, it's the control knob. You push that down and it selects the major functions. Like right now, it's in volume. So if I turn it, it will change the volume. If I push on it now, it changed it to channel. Now I can change the memory channel. I push it again, changes to frequency. Now I can manually change the frequency. Push it again. I'm in seek mode, which is search mode. I push it again, and I'm back to menu. Now, let me stop for a second. Hold on. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I'm coming back. I share my radio room with the laundry. And since I was down here, I thought, well, let me go ahead and start a laundry. So the laundry now is ready to do the spin. And sometimes it doesn't balance and the spin goes crazy. So it was just getting ready to start a spin, so I paused that so that won't interrupt us. Now, where the heck was I? Oh, so the main options you get to via pushing that tuning knob, I'll call it. Then the sub-functions are found by using these buttons, 3 buttons on the side. That's the key. That is the key. For instance, I'm in menu, so I can select one of the items here, the band, the noise reduction, AGC, amp, the digital versus analog mode, RDS, turn RDS on and off. So I can, if I'm doing this right, yes. Can you see it changes? Let me, okay. So it's on AM, it's on, it may not show up. It's on noise reduction. And then when you get to the option you want to change, then you use the buttons on the side. Specifically, you use the blue button and the yellow button. So right now I can use those 2 buttons to turn the AGC on and off. AGC, I've got so much information, I'm not going to get to all of it. AGC, automatic gain control, is kind of on this radio equivalent to squelch, because when AGC was on, right now it's off. If it's highlighted, it's off. No, take that back. If it's highlighted, it's on. So I can turn that off, and then the automatic gain control is now turned off. The NR, which is noise reduction, if I turn that on, that's equivalent to squelch. That's the one that's equivalent to squelch. And so you could adjust that. And what I had done is I had turned that on because I originally thought if the items were not highlighted like AGC is, that meant they were on. That's just the opposite. To get them on, you have to get them highlighted. So I thought noise reduction was on when it wasn't highlighted. So I changed it to highlight it, turned it on, and then squelch kicked in, which you can adjust, and I couldn't receive this signal because it's below the squelch level that was set. I turned it off, now I can receive it. So that's how noise reduction works. So I'm not impressed with this amplifier. Now maybe with an outside antenna that would help. You could see the signal strength got higher, which is indicated with these numbers right here that are rapidly changing. This spectrum is audio only. It's not anything to do with the RF signal. Like I say, I'm learning, but I really like this radio, mainly because it's fun to play with, not just listen to, but try all the options. All right, I made a list of questions I've gotten on this radio. And the first question I've gotten from several people is, what is the bands? Okay, it's FM, which is 64 megahertz to 108. It's AM, which is 520 kilohertz to 1710 kilohertz. It's shortwave, 3.5 megahertz to 30 megahertz continuous. So when you do a Seek or a Seek Plus, which is a scan or ATS, it takes forever. Also, it will do single sideband and DSP. It does have the airband from 118 to 137 megahertz. Okay, so that's the bands. The next one is, what are the two main output modes? The two main output modes are digital output and analog output. I don't know, I'm still a little confused about what the differences are. The only thing that I've noticed is that if you want to use this radio as a Bluetooth speaker, you have to go to digital mode. If you go to digital mode, then you can't use single sideband. That has to use single sideband. You have to be in analog mode. So that's the difference, basic. Okay. What else? I talked about the tuning knob up here. They call it the encoder, how it's used to select various main options and to adjust an option when you get there, such as volume. Now, searching for stations, there's several ways. One is, get to there. Oops, one more. One is seek. That's what I call search. So it scans until it finds a strong signal and then stops. The other mode is Seek Plus, which I call ATS, which is scanning. When it finds a strong signal, it stores it in memory, and then it continues until it goes through the entire band. I wasn't too excited about the Seek. Now, I was using Seek Plus, on shortwave, using the telescopic antenna. And it didn't find many stations. But when I went back and manually tuned the radio using the same antenna, same setup, I found additional weak stations. Now, maybe that was because I had noise reduction on and I didn't know it. I haven't gone back and played with that. So I was not impressed with Seek and Seek Plus. Now, contrary, when I did a Seek Plus on the HF band using my amplifier with my new loop antenna, it found a lot of shortwave stations, including this one from Canada at 3.33. And the WWV on 5 megahertz, 10 megahertz. So it found a lot of stations. It needed a better antenna. I'm going to kind of wrap it here because I try to keep my videos less than 15 minutes. Again, this came from GOOZEEZOO. It's Geek Nest Radio Model V5A. And it is a kit. You have to put it together. A normal person, it would only take them 10 minutes to put it together. I took much longer because I fumbled with the little screws in my fingers. That was just my problem, not the kit problem. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up right now. I am going to do a lot more testing with this radio on the various bands. Like I say, I listed the bands. It's got a lot of bands: FM, AM, shortwave, airband. Doesn't have weather band. okay? And the display is awesome. I mean, it's so, even though it's small, it is easy to read. Even me with my poor eyes. That's it. If you have any additional questions, please put them in the comments below. Like I say, I will be doing some more testing, a lot more testing, because this thing is really, it's really interesting. It's an interesting radio. Let me see if I can get the audio back on. Return, go to menu, volume, turn the volume back up. Okay, now we've lost the signal. Okay, I can also, I can do it right, can go to channel. So in channel mode, and I got the volume so high you can't hear me. Okay, now you can hear. Okay, it was coming in and out. There it is. Okay, so it was still receiving it. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's getting kind of late for shortwave at my location. What was I going to say? Was it important? Probably not. Anyway, I'm losing my mental capacity. I've used it all up, so we'll go on. And if you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. And I really like this. I'm going to call it my fidget radio, because you can fidget with it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.